Imagine a company that launches rockets into space.
Provides internet to remote villages.
Works with NASA. Builds satellites.
Plans to colonize Mars.
And became one of the most valuable companies on Earth. That company is SpaceX. But here's the surprising part. SpaceX is no longer just a rocket company. In fact, rockets might not even be its most important business anymore. Today, we're going to explore how a startup that nearly went bankrupt became a space empire worth over $1 trillion, and why some people believe SpaceX could become the most important company of the 21st century. In 2002, entrepreneur Elon Musk founded SpaceX. At the time, the space industry was dominated by governments and massive defense contractors. Launching anything into space was incredibly expensive. Musk believed rockets should be reusable. Most people thought this idea was unrealistic. The early years were brutal. The first 3 Falcon 1 launches failed. After the third failure, the company was almost out of money. A fourth failure would likely have ended SpaceX forever. Fortunately, the fourth launch succeeded, and everything changed. Traditional rockets were like disposable cups. Use once, throw away. Build another. Imagine throwing away an airplane after every flight. That's essentially how rockets worked. SpaceX wanted to change that. SpaceX created reusable boosters. Today, Falcon 9 boosters routinely land themselves after launch and fly again. This dramatically reduced launch costs. The result? SpaceX now performs more launches than any other company in the world. The company completed roughly 165 Falcon launches in 2025. The launch business became the foundation of everything else. But surprisingly, launches aren't the biggest story anymore.
If rockets built SpaceX, Starlink transformed it.
Starlink is a global internet network made of thousands of satellites orbiting Earth. Instead of relying on cables buried underground, internet data travels through space. Today, Starlink serves millions of customers across more than 100 countries and has surpassed 10 million users globally. This is where the business becomes fascinating. Most people think SpaceX makes money from rockets, but Starlink generates the majority of the company's revenue. In 2025, it represented around 60% of total revenue. SpaceX is increasingly becoming an internet company that also launches rockets. Let's simplify the business. SpaceX has 3 major engines. Engine 1, launch services. SpaceX launches satellites for governments, NASA, defense agencies, and private companies. Launch revenue is estimated at roughly $4 billion annually. Engine 2, Starlink. This is the cash machine. Starlink generated over $11 billion in revenue in 2025, according to industry estimates. It is currently the company's strongest profit center. Engine 3, future technologies. This includes Starship, lunar missions, Mars ambitions, and AI initiatives. These projects consume enormous amounts of money today, but supporters believe they could create trillions of dollars in future value. SpaceX doesn't operate alone. Several powerful rivals are trying to challenge it. Blue Origin, founded by Jeff Bezos. Mission: millions of people living and working in space. Blue Origin has deep funding from Bezos, but it still trails SpaceX significantly in launch frequency and reusable rocket experience. United Launch Alliance, owned by Boeing and Lockheed Martin. ULA specializes in government and military launches. Strong reputation, less innovation, higher costs.
Rocket Lab, founded by Peter Beck, often called the SpaceX of small satellites. Rocket Lab focuses on smaller launches and is becoming a serious player in commercial space. Amazon Kuiper, backed by Amazon. Project Kuiper is attempting to compete directly against Starlink. The battle could become one of the largest internet wars in history. Investors aren't buying rockets. They're buying a vision.
A vision that includes global internet, space transportation, lunar missions, Mars colonization, artificial intelligence, and future infrastructure. Many investors see SpaceX as NASA, Verizon, UPS, an internet provider, and an AI company combined into one business.
That's why valuation discussions have reached extraordinary levels.
No company is perfect. SpaceX faces major challenges. Risk 1: Starship failures. The next generation rocket remains under development. Delays could impact future plans.
Risk 2: regulation. Space launches require government approvals. Satellite networks face international restrictions. Risk 3: competition. Blue Origin, Amazon, Rocket Lab, China's space industry all want a piece of the market. Regulation and bureaucracy can halt progress instantly.
Risk 4: dependence on Elon Musk. Many investors believe SpaceX and Musk are deeply linked. This creates key person risk. This is where SpaceX becomes unique. Most companies have quarterly goals. SpaceX has planetary goals. Its long-term mission is making humanity a multi-planetary species. Whether Mars colonization succeeds remains uncertain, but it gives SpaceX something competitors struggle to replicate: a mission larger than profits. SpaceX started as a tiny startup that almost failed.
Today, it launches rockets weekly, works with governments, builds technology for the moon and Mars, and generates billions in revenue.
The most surprising thing about SpaceX is that the rockets grabbing headlines may not be the business creating the most value. Because while rockets made SpaceX famous, Starlink may be the business that makes it one of the most important companies in the world. And if Elon Musk's vision succeeds, SpaceX won't just change transportation. It could change where humanity lives next.
There is still a lot left to understand and a lot left to make. Hit that subscribe button to keep making the world simple, actually, and click right here to watch the next video.